What's up, y'all? I've been reading a lot about Mayan transformation of consciousness. This book changed my life. Carl Johan Kalman, PhD. So we just entered the fourth world yesterday, August 15th, and it's a big transition in the Mayan calendar. But the thing is, what I learned about this book was that we go through 9 levels of consciousness, and this corresponds exactly to the Jaguar Pyramid in Mexico, one of the most famous and biggest pyramids they had. And the funny thing is that the oldest time frame is 13 Hubble tons, 16.4 billion years, pretty much exactly the guesstimation of science in the Big Bang. What I learned is that it gets 20 times shorter, so the next sequence, one step up, is 20 times shorter, and like that's the mammalian evolution. So 820 million years says the Mayans, but science says 850 million years. So science and the Mayans are kind of off, but it's still very prophetic, and I don't want to say creepy, but genius. So where we're at, we're all the way up here. We have we're in the 12.8 year interval. So we're in the galactic underworld right now. It's cool because like I'm in Santa Fe right now, much cleaner air than Houston, and I'm really considering about changing my ways. I'm cutting back on some stuff. I got some souvenirs, my little Italy hat, my Tyler Durden glasses, and this switchblade. Like, it's only 15 bucks. It's pretty baller. But yeah, Mayans. What I wanted to bring up was the fact that the Mayans, in my belief, are corresponding to McKenna's time wave zero phenomena, in the sense that history does go through intervals, and that there is a pattern, what McKenna calls resonance. And so, like, for instance, statistically, the graph for the fall of the Roman Empire was exactly the same as Reagan's resignation. I'll show you in some other video. Another thing is that right now we're in the destructive phase. Like, it started way over here. We go through 13 phases, and they get 20 times shorter each time. We've already passed the national and planetary underworld. Now we're in galactic. And then around 2011 is universal. So they get 20 times shorter each time. We're in the destructive phase right now, which is from November 19th, 07 through November 13th, 08. So we're almost done with it. The funny thing is that it corresponds to World War II, the destructive phase of that era of history, 1932 through 52. But the beauty is that the next stage is flowering. Flower power. We're going to have the hippie stage. We're going through the 60s, 1952 through 1972, only in a 20 times shorter interval, November 13th, 08 through November 8th. So we're going to experience that in this amount of time. It's all becoming exponentially faster, which is what makes me question if the Mayans and the I-Ching are doing the same graph, because they both agree that at 2012, when we've gone through all the cycles, it's a flat line. After that, there's no more history on Earth. So when people say it's the end of the world, they mean it's the end of the world as we know it, just like Carl says in this book. It's nothing destructive physically, it's all in the mind. But what makes me skeptical is that if it's just for our world and not for the whole universe, then what about, aliens? Once again, did they go through their own 2012? Did they go through their 9 levels of consciousness already? And are they waiting for us to catch up to them? I don't want to say I think so, but it's definitely plausible, considering McKenna did believe he psychically talked to aliens, I really think that it's all underrated. this stuff is way too statistically correct to deny it. I mean, especially this, I just keep going back to this page right here. It's perfect. It corresponds exactly to science. Like, look, the national, every number over here corresponds to science's predictions over here. And the Mayans, of course, didn't have any telescopes. They didn't have anything like that. They believed they channeled their messages with the use of psilocybin mushroom from the gods, which I think were aliens. But, you know, that's just me. So yeah, McKenna was really the one who combined it all. It's just that we're forgetting our heritage. It's not the Mayan culture, it's the human species. That's the culture. Nietzsche really believes that culture is not just for decoration, it's for cultivation. But yeah, we just had a huge transition, and I think we're going to have another big one come November 13th. We're going to have a whole new flower power era in a shorter span of time. Find your place, be sensitive to these resonances, and read more Nietzsche.